Lieutenant, recommend we maneuver to avoid or block line of sight on the gunship while finding safe route onwards to the outpost. Staying still and hoping the problem goes away is a common human response to stress. No signs of pursuit. It appears we are in the clear.
Still, let's get a bit of distance between us and that thing.
Nora, are you there?
Jay, I read you. What's your status? How close are you to Nova Outpost?
Nora, I'm sorry.
What?
You've always been the strong one. The one who gets things done. The one who keeps going.
Jay, what are you...
But I get it now. It's time for me to be the strong one. To be a soldier. It's time for me to fight. To save the innocent. To protect them. To make sure they survive.
I always told you. Just because you're a technician doesn't mean you can't protect people.
Yeah, people. We're all fighting for the same thing. Well, some of us are.
You're en route to Nova, right? What's your ETA? Jay?
I read you. I'm just under 2 kilometers away from the base of the obelisks.
The obelisk? Jay, that's Eclipse territory. What are you doing?
Like I said, I'm fighting for them, for the children, for the future.
But you can't take them all on alone. We need to regroup at Nova and figure out a plan.
It's okay, Nora. I've got this. Jay out.
Jay! Jay! What the hell was wrong with him?
Uncertain. He did not appear to be performing to usual standards.
That's an understatement. More Eclipse drones.
Negative. My scans indicate these are nebula-issued drones. Hypothesis. If nebula engage defensive personnel, their drones may be attacking any unknown or unauthorized personnel.
Lieutenant.
Mr. Morgan, what are you doing on this call?
He barged into comms a few minutes ago. Turns out he has some important info he got off of that classified database of his.
It is important. According to that database, there was a small archaeological team working in the desert where you are right now.
Query. Significance?
All the attacks so far have been on outposts or major installations. This was a tiny team out in the field in the middle of nowhere, almost unknown to everyone.
So Eclipse might have missed them. They might be still alive.
Go check it out if you have time. But don't forget your mission.
No sign of survivors, and all the consoles and computers have been deliberately smashed.
How rude.
So Eclipse destroyed everything? All the work these people did.
I have a suspicion a particularly diligent tech drone could recover some data.
Ah, smug mode. Recommend finding console remains for me to interface with. Downloading data. Basis for Sidiri translation discovered. The team uncovered a stone tablet with both Sidiri text and simple pictographs of natural objects: sun, moon, water, tree, and so on. Once linguists were able to make connections between specific concepts and words, they could begin extrapolating further.
Okay, but how did they extrapolate the name Sidiri? Seems a long way to go from sun and moon to that.
They have reports on how they reached that particular name. I would be happy to explain their thought process. I would need several hours, a slide projector, and a primer on semiotics, phonemes, and logographic writing systems.
Never mind then.
The team's translations provided new context for these rings. They may have actually been military installments instead of religious structures.
And why did they think that?
The repetition of the Sidiri word for kill on the surface of the rings may be a clue.
I think I liked these Sidiri guys better when we couldn't understand them.
This is where the team was able to translate their first full sentence in Sidiri.
What does it say?
Well, of course, the translation may not be accurate. The archaeologists note that some of the nuance is lost, and of course,
73. What does it say?
they believe it says, "Bad planet, stay away."